The next person I'd like to introduce to you all, he's a representative of the Black Lives Matter movement nationwide, Mark Fisher.
Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Power to the people. How many people here are Pawtucket residents? Raise your hand. Just two of you alone could change what just happened. Just two of you alone. So imagine all of us working together. And I just want to say, first of all, I want to thank Randy and Bella for all they do. And you just look at them. You know, I might be slightly biased, I'm sorry, but are they beautiful or what?
That's right.
Are Native Americans beautiful? Come on. Real talk. And when I wasn't prepared to say anything, and when I asked Bella, what is it that I should speak on? Is there anything specific? And she told me, just go with your spirit. And as I listened to them speak with their soulful, passionate words, I can't help but go back in time mentally and visually to the origin of where it all started and where it all began. And I see myself there as they see the first white man approach with his envoy. And I can only imagine what is going through their minds. What is their expectation of what's happening and what is to happen? And we know the history is drawn out, it's long, and it's a bloody history similar to mine. And that's why I connect so much spiritually with my Native American brothers and sisters. It's heartfelt with me. This day is a big day, and it's long overdue. It's time Indigenous people are recognized for who they are, what they mean for this country, and what they have endured.
That's right.
And how they're still standing boldly, beautifully, and with such dignity, such class. And I'm glad to be able to work with them. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to work with the Narragansett tribal leaders, you, Randy, and you, Bella. It's an honor. You know it. It's like a funeral. But a funeral is not always a bad thing. It's the death of something and the birth of another. So as we stand here today celebrating officially Indigenous Peoples Day, we say goodbye to one paradigm and hello to a new one.
Yeah.
This is the birth of a new nation. The way it's supposed to be, the way it was intended to be. And I'm grateful. You all are my brothers and my sisters. Every single one of you out there. We have a common cause. And that's a weapon. It's the greatest weapon in the history of the world. Any oppressed society or civilization that has been able to overthrow their oppressors all had one thing in common. They had a weapon, and that weapon was a cause. Throughout history, against all odds, they were able to win because they had what the oppressor didn't have, and that was a cause greater than oppression. It was freedom. It was the right to exist, the right to be. And so We all have the right to exist and be together. And I just want to say, before I hand the mic back to Bella, that the history that we have been taught about Native America, that we have been taught, it's not the history of Native Americans. That's white history. That's European history. That's told by the oppressor, by the colonizer, by the captor, not the captive. It's time to rewrite and redefine what the true history and the beauty of indigenous people are, what they mean to this country, what they mean for us going forward as a people. Power to the people!
Thank you, Mark.